Coming up in our news, live at 7, Haiti once again at the top of the global news cycle as the Prime Minister resigns, bowing to pressure on the local and international front. Tonight, we look at the implications as CARICOM now swings into action. A judge declines to quash a coroner's court ruling which found 4 police officers guilty of homicide by manslaughter in the police-involved shooting of Azario Major. Also, the name alone is enough to pique your curiosity. Tonight, our Quindino Knowles continues his journey across Acklins to a place called Delectable Bay. And then in our news at 7:30, the parents of a 4-year-old found dead in a bathtub last week are arraigned in court. Today, we've got the breakdown on those charges. Our news live at 7 starts right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our news live at 7. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jerome Sawyer, filling in for Quindino Knowles, who is on assignment. The eyes of the world are once again on Haiti, as Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry, bowing to domestic and international pressure, resigns, following a meeting in Jamaica where CARICOM states, including the Bahamas, called for a swift transition. He announced in a video message Monday night he would step down once a transitional council has been established and hopefully paving the way for the election of a new president. They have been without an elected president since the assassination of Jovenel Moïse back in 2021, which led to this widespread gang violence now gripping the country. The situation with Henry hit a boiling point last week when, upon returning from Kenya, he had to seek refuge in the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico for fear of his assassination. That mission to Kenya was to secure ground troops to try and stop and restore order. Gang leaders responded by threatening to kill him, due in part as well by the failure to hold elections. Well, Prime Minister Henry was unelected and was supposed to step down in February, but held off, citing the ongoing violence. Henry was in the Bahamas a year ago for the provisional CARICOM heads meeting. In an exclusive interview with Our News last February, the soon-to-be former Prime Minister spoke to the need for elections and how the ongoing violence was preventing that even then.
It's mandatory to have election in Haiti. We have a country where the officials are not elected. And we are saying that we are a democratic country. It's not normal. We have to have as soon as possible election. I've been named, I'm not been elected, and I don't find that correct. We must go to election. It's another fact that you can have election without security. If those who are campaigning cannot go and make people have a choice, educated choice, you cannot have election. You cannot have election either. If the only one who could move in town is the gang, you cannot elect the gang. So we need election.
Henry was appointed and sworn in 2 weeks after the assassination of President Moïse. The country has had no president or any other elected national officials since then. Well, following the Prime Minister's resignation, CARICOM leaders are hoping for fair elections to choose a new leader soon. Until then, a transitional presidential council has been formed. This, as the United States is pledging more money to help end that crisis in Haiti. Our Berthany McDermott reports tonight.
We are pleased to announce the commitment to a transitional governance arrangement, which paves the way for a peaceful transition of power.
This announcement came following the resignation of now former Haitian President Ariel Henry. The commitment comes as Haitian gangs took control of the streets in Haiti in fierce opposition to Henry. The CARICOM chair says the journey to this point took hard compromises. He revealed an interim prime minister will be named along with a transitional presidential council.
The council will exercise specified presidential authorities during the transition, operating by majority vote.
CARICOM, the United States, Canada, Mexico, France, and Brazil were all represented, seeking to find ways to end violence in Haiti. Conditions took a drastic turn in Haiti after the assassination of then-President Jovenel Moïse in 2021. Regional leaders are hoping his resignation will help the situation.
The Transitional Presidential Council will, together with the interim Prime Minister, appoint an inclusive Council of Ministers. The Transitional Presidential Council will hold the relevant and possible powers of the Haitian presidency during the transition period until an elected government is established.
Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness said it's clear Haiti is at a tipping point.
We are deeply distressed that it is already too late for too many who have lost far too much at the hands of criminal gangs.
Now, of course, all eyes will be on Haiti in the coming months to see if this change in leadership will bring peace and an end to the violence. Reporting for Our News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
Thanks much, Berthany. Well, no one is more impacted by the situation in Haiti more than those who live there. Coming up in Our News at 7:30, our Talia Hall has an exclusive interview with a translator who worked in the Bahamas Embassy in Haiti. It's a heart-wrenching story you don't want to miss. Well, back here at home, police are investigating the 31st homicide for the year. The latest killing happening in Montel Heights when a 45-year-old man was gunned down. It happened shortly after 9. Officers found the victim's bullet-ridden body lying next to a white Japanese model car. Investigators say the victim was shot by a gunman in dark clothing who ran away after firing the fatal shots. The victim has been identified as Eric Davis. If you have any information that can help solve this latest murder, you're asked to contact police at 911-919 or simply call Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. Well, it's time now for our first look at temperatures around the country. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center tonight with our first look. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Jerome, and welcome everybody for our first look at weather on this Tuesday. Beautiful evening outside. Comfortable, 74 degrees, mostly clear skies. We'll call it mild. Your winds are out of the east at around 10 miles per hour. Your feels-like temperature is at 73. Temperatures around the islands right now, it's 72 in Freeport, Marsh Harbour, Abaco. We pick up 74, Alistown, Bimini, over in Great Harbour Key here in the capital. Governor's Harbour, 73. Nicholstown, Andros, the Big Yard, you guys are 75. Central Bahamas, 75 actually in Kemps Bay, South Andros, 73 Arthurstown, Cat Island, Georgetown, and Deadman's Key, you guys are 76, as well as in Copen Town, San Salvador. And into the Southeast Bahamas, 77 Duncan Town, Ragged Island, Delectable Bay, my favorite spot down there. That's down in Acklins and Crooked Island area. Colonel Hill, you 76, as well as Abraham's Bay. Providencial is 78, and Matthewtown in Agua, deep spot, you are 80 degrees at this hour. Satellite radar composite showing quiet conditions across area, just some patchy clouds moving across, dry air mass in place, and that's going to keep us continually enjoying these nice conditions for the next several days. That high is eventually going to slide out towards the east by the weekend, and that should allow our temperatures to warm up. But in the meantime, get outside and enjoy it. It's going to be pretty nice over the next several days. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us to look at your extended forecast is still to come.
And still to come on Our News tonight, a motion to quash a coroner's court verdict denied over 4 officers guilty of homicide by manslaughter. You've probably heard it over and over again in Greg's weather report, but have you ever thought, where in the world is Delectable Bay Acklins? Well, our Condino Knowles takes us on a journey there tonight. And in Our News at 7:30, an American dead on arrival on a cruise ship, and a man is arrested after cocaine is found in her cabin. That's coming up when Our News returns.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
A Supreme Court judge declined to quash a homicide by manslaughter verdict from the coroner's court in the police-involved shooting of Azario Major. Kevon Maynard, the lawyer for Sergeant Anton Sweeting, Inspector Raymond Saunders, Sergeant Jamal Johnson, and Corporal D'Angelo Roll, filed a constitutional challenge following the May 25th verdict. Maynard argued that the jury's findings were unfairly prejudiced by pre-trial publicity. Dismissing the application, Justice Franklin Williams Casey noted that an inquest is not a trial. He also pointed out that none of the officers have been charged based on the jury's verdict. Now, Major was shot by police officers outside a bar on Fire Trail Road on December 26 back in 2021 after he allegedly pointed a gun at them. The matter was sent to the coroner's court and a 5-member jury returned a homicide ruling. However, it's important to note a coroner's jury does not decide criminal or civil liability. Well, you already know how to get there. We've shown you where to stay, and we've even taken you on the high seas for a day of fly fishing in the serene island of Acklins. But now we take you to a special place in the community, a place our news anchor, Candido Knowles, tells us is as delectable as the food.
Delectable Bay, Acklins, Delectable Bay, Acklins, Delectable Bay, that's where Candido those hanging outside.
Our hangouts, a nod to the lively introductions of meteorologist Greg Thompson, who infuses each mention of the settlement with an extra flair befitting its name. Once a thriving community boasting a bustling population, Delectable Bay now stands as a testament to resilience. Yet amidst its decades-long transition, natives like Marcus Anderson remain steadfast in their belief that Acklins is primed for a resurgence.
I think Acklins on the rise. You understand? So whatever you think about, you could bring it to Acklins and make it work.
Something else we found out during our visit is the great pride Acklins Islanders have for their heritage, with a unique talent for harnessing the island's natural resources and a good old game of cards.
Yeah, look, I underestimated you, so you right.
During our lively game, Chief Councillor Marvin Campbell shared his unwavering faith in Acklins' potential for growth and prosperity, right in his own establishment, Leakey's.
Some guys were here last regatta, and they wanted some boiled fish. They asked me to do some boiled fish for them, and I went and I did the boiled fish. They enjoyed it, and one of the gentlemen said when I collected the money, he said, You're the owner of the place. Who's the owner?
And Leakey's was born, also catering to health-conscious diners with traditional Bahamian drinks like switcher and a variety of salads.
When I built this, it wasn't really for no money. It was more like entertain. And so we have a lot of games. If you look across there, we have backgammon, we have Monopoly, we have dominoes.
Marvin's entrepreneurial spirit doesn't stop there. He hinted at upcoming additions to the menu, including Acklins Cascarilla-infused drinks. As for our friendly card game with the chief, while we initially held the lead, his skills quickly caught us up.
You have to go back, and then you have to go back again. I'm not finished with you as yet.
You win some, you lose some, and in this case, we lost the game. Nevertheless, it merely adds to the allure of returning to reclaim our victory in both cards and experiencing the winning streak of Acklins once more. And as Greg says it, all the way from
Delectable Bay,
Acklins. Reporting for Our News, I'm Condino Knowles. When Our News comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world. More on the resignation of Haitian Prime Minister Henry as the U.S. now pledges another $300 million in aid. Plus, missing skiers found dead in the Swiss Alps. And a native of Antigua charged for a multi-million-dollar gambling and money laundering scheme. We'll have details when Our News comes back.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of Our News. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News. This is Our News and welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry agrees to resign following weeks of mounting pressure and increasing violence there. Henry is currently stranded in Puerto Rico after he was prevented from returning home by armed gangs. It comes after regional leaders met in Jamaica on Monday to discuss a political transition in Haiti. At that meeting, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken announced the United States would contribute additional money to a United Nations-backed multinational security force intended to help Haitian police fight gangs.
Given this increasingly urgent need, I'm announcing today that the United States Department of Defense is doubling its approved support for the mission from $100 million to $200 million. And that brings the total U.S. support to $300 million for this effort. I'm also announcing additional humanitarian assistance for the people of Haiti, $33 million to further support their health and food security. The bodies of 5 missing skiers have been found in the Swiss Alps.
Authorities are still searching for a sixth person. Helicopters combed an area near the Matterhorn mountain in Switzerland Monday to find a missing skier after 5 other members of the party were found dead after catastrophic conditions. The 5 cross-country skiers are members of the same family. The incident is one of the most deadly in the Swiss Alps in recent years. An Antiguan man pleads guilty in a U.S. federal court in Boston to his participation in a large-scale illegal gambling business. The U.S. Justice Department said 74-year-old Richard Sullivan of St. John's, Antigua, pleaded guilty to operating an illegal gambling business and transmission of wagering information. Evidence presented in court showed Sullivan and his 3 co-conspirators operated sports offshore, which stretched from Massachusetts to Florida. In total, Sullivan and co-conspirators collected over $22 million through an illegal gambling operation and laundered more than $10 million in checks and wire transfers. Still to come on Our News today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was March 12th. Then in Our News at 7:30, an exclusive. Our Italia Hall speaks with someone inside Haiti over the resignation of the Prime Minister and the escalating violence. All that and much more on the other half of Our News.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of Our News. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means means using less energy to perform the same task. Unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model. Adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
And we're back here on Our News. It's time now to turn our spotlight on events that shaped the day that was March 12th. On this day in Bahamian history, in 1952, the Imperial Order Daughters of the Empire opened their headquarters in Nassau on Elizabeth Avenue and Shirley Street. Formed in 1900, the IOD was a women's charitable organization dedicated to community service, child welfare, and distressed citizens. In October of 1976, they donated their headquarters to the Bahamas Historical Society. And in 1986, this photograph of Halley's Comet was taken by John Zerbos at approximately 5 a.m. using time exposure as the comet appeared in the eastern sky from his residence in Winton Estates in New Providence. Fast forward to 2014. Chaos erupted outside the Department of Immigration on Hawkins Hill. The customs warehouse near the Lyndon Pinling International Airport, Arawak Key, and customs headquarters. Scores of members of the Customs Allied Workers Union staged protests. Union members were upset over proper compensation, health insurance, and what they called an illegal shift system. And in 2018, charges were dropped against 10 people in connection with the destruction of a fence blocking an access point to Cabbage Beach. The group was represented by attorney and former DNA leader Branville McCartney. It brought an end to a nearly 2-year-long legal dilemma. The Cabbage Beach matter had been a contentious issue. Well, to watch that story again and for all of today's top stories, be sure and visit ournews.bs. That does it for Our News at 7. Joining us now is my anchor twin in blue, Atalia Hall.
I heard someone comment earlier to say that we're matching. Great minds think alike.
Exactly, and it was not planned.
No,
I think I had mine on first, though.
But Jerome, seriously, I want to go to Acklins.
Yeah,
I saw that story from Candino.
He really owes us a trip.
Yes, Delectable Bay.
Yeah, what a fantastic time they're having. I knew he couldn't play cards. I don't know what that was about, but great reporting as well. Welcome back to you as well. You know, I see you had a good time over the weekend at Jazz in the Garden. So
Can I go back?
Yeah.
Can I go back?
Sure, you can. Sure, you can anchor from Miami. How's
Miami.
That?
Okay, that sounds great.
Good that you guys are getting out of studio and moving around. That's important to us.
All right. Thanks so much, Jerome. Well, coming up, a Haitian teacher and translator details the terrifying conditions on the island nation, plus a mother and father face charges after their child was found dead in a bathtub. And Disney gives back to little joncaneurs in Eleuthera. Here are your latest headlines.
First tonight on Our News Live at 7:30. It's a terrifying situation. Those comments coming from a Haitian citizen living in the Caribbean nation. This as the Prime Minister resigns as gangs run rampant throughout the country that's in a crisis. And here locally, residents are weighing in on the situation as the chaos worsens. Plus, an American woman found dead on board a cruise ship while in Bahamian waters. He'll tell you what investigators found in a cabin coming up. And later, Disney donation. Junior Junkanus in Eleuthera receiving a major boost for their parade. We'll tell you all about it when Our News Live at 7:30 returns.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task. Unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model. Adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Are you ready to make a difference? Well, INTI Corporation invites all students to join the second INTI Environmental Essay Competition under the theme, Women as Climate Innovators. Dive into the world where women lead the charge in battling climate change, pioneering green technologies, and shaping sustainable futures. If you're a high school junior, senior, or college-level student, this can be your platform. Winners of the competition will receive up to $1,000 and a chance to speak at the INTI Corporation's Youth Forum on the Environment. The overall winner becomes INTI's Youth Ambassador for the Environment. So don't miss this chance to be heard. Submit your essay by April 15 and join us in celebrating and elevating women as climate innovators. For more information, visit inti.global or email us at essay@inti.global. INTI's Environmental Essay Competition, powered by INTI, powering your...
Welcome to our news. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. We begin with the latest developments on the crisis in Haiti. In the past 24 hours, the Prime Minister of Haiti has resigned and a provisional council is preparing to take over until a new president is democratically elected. All this following a meeting of CARICOM states and the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Jamaica on Monday. So what's next for Haiti? Earlier today, I spoke with a Haitian teacher and translator who once worked with the Bahamian Embassy in Haiti. Here's her view from the inside.
We are okay in Haiti, but mentally we are tired.
In just a few words, we hear the grim reality of some citizens living in Haiti. This Haitian citizen did not want her name or face shown on camera for safety reasons. She was born in Haiti and has been living there her entire life. As the violence escalates there, she says the situation has become terrifying. Now, with the recent resignation of former Prime Minister Ariel Henry, the country is left without a leader. The move, this resident says she doesn't believe will change much for that island.
It's not Henry that is like the problem with.
There's currently a 6 p.m. curfew in Haiti. She says safety is a major concern, especially for politicians.
If there is hotels and houses that are like giving their place to those politicians, they're gonna come up. They're gonna come up like at the place and they're gonna burn and or kill those people.
She's in the process of moving as she lives near a major gang. And as it stands now, most schools and banks are closed in her community due to the growing violence. The hospitals are also on the brink of collapse. And there's not much work at this time. I asked her, how do people survive?
Just using the saving that you have, you just have to use it. It's just like you live day by day.
She says there's been talks on the ground to give amnesty to criminals, which many, she says, agrees with.
You will have to give them work, and after that, you forgive them, and they move on.
And with CARICOM nations preparing to step in to assist Haiti, she believes it would bring some sort of peace.
I think the gang member will be like a little bit afraid and trying like to stop what they are doing.
And as for what she thinks is next for that Caribbean nation,
I don't see any hope for now, honestly. It's just like we're going backwards. It's sad to say that, but it's really, really hard.
All right, such sad news. Well, reactions to the news of the worsening situation in Haiti after unelected Prime Minister Ariel Henry's resignation late last night. But will the decision to step down solve the problem? And what does this now mean for the Bahamas? Well, our Joshua Williams has reaction.
Those who've been keeping up on the Haiti crisis weighing in on this state of affairs. I asked residents if they think Haitian PM Ariel Henry's decision to step down will improve the situation in Haiti.
I don't think the resignation helped, For everybody that tried to run Haiti, the citizens them always gather together and always want the Prime Minister to come down and step down.
Following a high-level meeting of CARICOM officials, it was decided that a transitional presidential council will be formed to man things in Haiti until a fair election is called, something Mark Alexander says is long overdue.
Maybe the international community has to come into Haiti, sort it out, maybe put a protagonism on it in the sense of that maybe we have to have a shadow government in there.
This pastor, however, disagrees, saying it's a combination of poor leadership and foreign intervention that's to blame.
Haiti has never really had a good leader. United States always involved in everybody's business. They disrupt Haiti, you know. But nobody wouldn't say United States is to be blamed for that. United States did that to them.
Now the concern remains of an increase in illegal migration to the Bahamas. And with the Royal Bahamas Defense Force setting up a blockade in the south, do residents share the same fear?
Yes, it will lead more to come to our shores. You understand what I'm saying? As we walk around this little island right now, our Bahamians people are crying right now.
No, I don't think so. Because first of all, we have to look at the geopolitical situation. The Bahamas is under the U.S. Protection.
Yes, I am, because we're the closest place. When you think about the situation, everybody always want to come here.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
A mother and father have been arraigned in connection with the death of their 4-year-old son. You may recall on March 5th, police said the toddler was left unattended in a bathtub and was found with visible injuries in a home on McKinney Drive. Fadine Aspinall faced 1 count of manslaughter by negligence for the death of Kamari Aspinall. She also faced 1 count of abuse. It's alleged the incidents took place between July 2023 and December 2023, and again between January 2024 and March 5, 2024. The child's father, Albert Cunningham, was charged with failing to report the abuse. They were not required to enter pleas to their charges. They will return to court on June 10th for a voluntary bill of indictment. Well, Grand Bahama police are trying to solve the mystery of how a 27-year-old American woman died on board a cruise ship. Grand Bahama police were called to the ship around 5:30 Monday evening, where they were told a Florida woman was found unresponsive in her cabin. CPR was performed by medical personnel on the ship, but police say she died while the ship was on its way to the Bahamas. Now officers found cocaine in the cabin and arrested a 32-year-old man, American man rather. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. Well, temperatures heating up in the capital today, wondering when things will cool down. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with our first look at weather. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Natalia. Welcome back, everybody, for a quick check on conditions around the island. 74 degrees outside our studios right now under mostly clear skies. East winds at 10 miles per hour, and your feels like temperature hanging out in low 70s. 73 degrees is what it feels like on the outdoors. Satellite radar composite showing just some patchy clouds moving across us, a dry air mass courtesy of a high-pressure system in charge of our weather. That high is going to continue to give us some really nice conditions. Temperatures should stay in the mid to upper 70s, possibly even close to 80 degrees. But by the weekend, we expect a slight warm-up as that high pressure slides out towards east and turns our winds more east-southeast. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, the Carlton E. Francis Primary School's computer lab set to get a major revamp thanks to a $25,000 donation. And hear how Disney is committed to youth development through culture in the Bahamas. This as a mega donation was made to Jalcanoers in Eleuthero. The story when our news continues. Stay with us.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
A $25,000 donation will go a long way in revamping the Carlton E. Francis Primary School's computer lab. The donation from the area MP includes 15 desktop computers, accessories, and software. The lab will also be refurbished with new countertops, desks, and chairs. Principal Diana Cooper says the lab will have a positive impact on the school's 698 students.
We are reminded of the immense impact the collaboration and community support can have on the educational journey of our students. Together, we are laying the foundation for a brighter future filled with endless possibilities.
The donation made by Member of Parliament for South Beach, Bacchus Roll, says there's an urgent need for better resources.
I truly wanted to help to solve this issue, you know, while Carlton E. Francis is not geographically placed in the South Beach constituency. The children from South Beach come to school here, and they are my responsibility, and I take that very seriously. And when you think about investing, when you look at a group of children and you say, how can I assist them? I mean, certainly I can't give every student in here $2,000, but how can I assist them in a holistic way that will push or catapult them in the direction that they need to go? This was a no-brainer for me.
As the country moves towards reducing its reliance on importing foods, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources Agri-business Expo is set to return next month. The expo, which will be held at the Gladstone Road Agriculture Center, will showcase the best in agriculture and fisheries in the Bahamas through educational and fun interactive workshops. The workshops include demonstrations on soil maintenance, backyard farming, sustainable packaging solutions, handicrafts, local body care products, a culinary division with fairs competitions, including a Battle of the Islands culinary competition. Agriculture Minister Jomo Campbell.
This is a chance for us all to come together as a community, to share experiences and collaborate on building a more resilient and thriving agri-food system in the Bahamas, to meet our regional goal of reducing our food import bill by 25% by the year 2025. We here at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources are seeking to bring the best agriculture and fisheries product to the Agri-Expo by bringing together stakeholders from across the sectors throughout our islands.
All right, positive news. Well, Junior Junkanoo's Newers in Eleuthera can thank Disney Cruise Lines for a far better parade experience with a donation of $75,000 to the organization, helping with the cost of costumes, materials, and cash prizes. The cruise liner will also be covering travel costs for the winning school to compete in Nassau on the national level. Disney's Regional Public Affairs Director Joey Gaskins Jr. says it's more than just money.
We're also connecting these young people with our Disney creatives so that they can teach our creatives about Junkanoo, and our Disney creatives can teach them about the careers that are involved in the kinds of things they're doing every day as they prepare for Junior Junkanoo this season.
South and Central Eleuthera Member of Parliament Clay Sweeting and Youth Sports and Culture Minister Mario Buleg say donations like these make the continued development of young people possible.
This competition is important because it brings together our culture, who we are as a people, and to have it here in the Family Islands with young persons in the primary school and then the middle school and high school is so important because it brings everybody together.
And it shows that they are committed to the development of young people through the culture aspects, whether it's performing arts, whether it's by music, whether it's by their art skill set.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world. More on the resignation of Haitian Prime Minister Henry as the U.S. now pledges another $300 million in aid. Plus, missing skiers found dead in the Swiss Alps. And a native of Antigua charged for a multi-million-dollar gambling and money laundering scheme. We'll have details when our news comes back.
You've heard of
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Bahamas Power and Light.
This is Our News. Welcome back. The Interschool Golf Championship Tournament tees off and college basketball players gear up for an exciting postseason. Here now with Our Sports presented by 10th year seniors is Ronaldo Dorset. Ronaldo?
Thanks, Italia, and welcome to Our Sports presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. The Bahamas Baseball Association is set to return to international play at the youth level. The Bahamas will be one of 12 countries participating in the Under-15 World Cup qualifier next week in Boca Chica, the Dominican Republic. The top 5 teams will advance to the Under-15 World Cup. Group A includes the Bahamas, Brazil, Argentina, Panama, Mexico, and the host, Dominican Republic. Group B includes Venezuela, Peru, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Guatemala. Team manager Albert Cartwright spoke on the importance of the BBA's return to international play, particularly at this level.
It's a big step in the right direction. I think for many years we've been trying to get this off the ground. The team should be a pretty young group. I think in this tournament we put this team together pretty fast, but we'll be able to compete. I think it'll be exciting for the guys to go to the DR and get the experience and see where baseball is played in other places.
The Capital Union Bank Bahamas School National Golf Championships are underway. Over 280 golfers representing 30 schools are competing across several divisions at the Bahamas Golf Federation's 9-hole facility at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center. Windsor dominated day 1 in the overall high school championship, sweeping all 4 divisions. In the junior girls, the team of Mila Zalzman, Lily Bastero, and Yulia Chipman took first place, with Zalzman declared the overall champion. In the junior boys, it was Aiden Garospi, William West, Edward Johnson, Leonardo Bastero, and Maximilian Landry that took the top prize, and Aiden Garospi was the overall champion. In the senior girls, it was the team of Emily Zalzman, Grace Crawford, and Ann Fernandez that took first place, with Zalzman the overall individual champion. The senior boys team of Alex Rowland, Jaden Ward, Carrington Roll, Camden Forbes, and Oliver White took first place, with Rowland the individual overall champion. Attention will now shift to the primary schools, who will compete over the course of the next 2 days. We're still a few days away from the NCAA Tournament Selection Sunday, and several Bahamians are concluding their conference championships this week. Frederick King and the Creighton Blue Jays, ranked number 8 nationally, are ranked number 2 in the Big East tournament. With a bye to the second round, they'll face the winner of Wednesday's Providence versus Georgetown matchup on Thursday, March 14th at 7 p.m. local time. The Blue Jays are 23-8 on the season, 14-6 in the conference. Sammy Hunter and the Akron Zips have a number 2 seed in the MAC Conference tournament and will face the number 7 seeded Miami Redhawks in the quarterfinals Thursday afternoon. Hunter finished the regular season averaging 9.1 points and 3.2 rebounds per game, while shooting 37% from three-point range and a team leading 80% from the free throw line. The Zips finished 21-10 on the season, 13-5 in conference play. AJ Storr and his Wisconsin Badgers are the number 5 seed in the Big Ten and will take to the court Thursday afternoon as well. They will face the winner of the first round matchup between Maryland and Rutgers. The Badgers finished 19-12, 11-9 in Big Ten play. Storr is averaging a team leading 16.2 points per game and is a candidate for the Lute Olson National Player of the Year award. That'll do it for Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on Our News tonight, fairly nice weather conditions outside the Our News studios this evening. Greg is back with your extended weather forecast when Our News returns. Stay with us.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of Our News. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. coming this March, only on Our
Welcome back to Our News. Renowned photojournalist Margaret Guillaume has died at the age of 76. Guillaume was also a founding member of the Bahamas Press Club. In a statement, BPC noted she worked in New York City as a freelancer earlier in her career, and her photographs appeared in newspapers and magazines in the Bahamas and internationally. Guillaume also organized and was the first president of the Bahamas Camera Club and was a lecturer at the College of the Bahamas. A heartfelt condolence to her entire family from the Our News team. Well, warm conditions across the islands today, and temperatures are expected to heat up even more later on this week. Greg is back in the Weather Center with your extended forecast. Greg?
Yeah, thanks again, Natalia, and welcome back, everybody, for our final check-up weather. Chamber of Commerce, week expected ahead as a high-pressure system and a dry air mass remains in place. That high is going to continue to give us some rather nice conditions over the next couple of days. Beautiful conditions. Temperatures should stay in the mid to upper 70s, possibly to near the 80-degree mark. And then as that high slides out towards the east, our winds turn more towards the east to southeast. That should warm us up a little bit, bring us a little bit more Atlantic moisture, so we could see an isolated shower or two by the weekend. But in the meantime, it's going to be pretty nice on the outdoors, so get out and enjoy. Future forecast, just confirming what we have in place. Nothing happening out there. These are just false echoes. Some high-level clouds moving across Florida State during the Wednesday time frame, but nothing reaching us as that high continues to slide out towards the east. And of course, once again, enjoying some beautiful weather. Boating forecast, pretty nice on the waters, the exception being the Atlantic exposures. We still have a caution flag for you guys out there. East to southeast winds 10 to 15 knots. They will fall light and variable at times across the northwest and central Bahamas. Seas 2 to 4 feet over the ocean, but up to 6 feet in northeasterly swells, mainly along the Atlantic exposures. High tide will be at 10:35 tonight. The low tide taking place at 4:57 tomorrow morning. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In your extended forecast, beautiful conditions on the outdoors. Going to be a little bit breezy by the end of the week, but we'd expect those temperatures to start that slight increase into the low 80s by Saturday, Sunday, but by the early part of next week, we could see some very warm temperatures. Temperatures will get in the mid to upper 80s with nighttime temperatures in the low 70s. That's a look at our weather. Make it a great night and stay safe, everybody.
Thanks so much, Greg. Well, dozens of kids got to learn more about the environment and combating climate change while taking part in the Bahamas Reef Environment Educational Foundation's first Extreme Hangout event. Extreme Hangout is a platform for climate action, providing a voice for young change makers, raising awareness about environmental issues and inspiring tangible steps towards positive change. Several students from public and private schools from around the city gathered at St. John's College to network and share experiences. Brief's Executive Director, Kasarina McKinney-Lambert.
The Bahamas is incredibly vulnerable to climate change, and these young voices are absolutely essential to incorporate into the process as we move forward. Around the world, young people are holding older people accountable. They are going to be the ones who feel the impacts of climate change even more than any of the older people, and it's really about time that we start listening to their voices. We hear their concerns, and we start caring for our planet in a way that respects the next generations to come.
Also in attendance at the event, Prime Minister Philip Davis. During his remarks, he spoke to the young minds about his administration commitment to protecting and preserving the vulnerable natural assets we have here in the Bahamas.
We've already seen the effects of temperature increases on our waters, triggering coral bleaching events that impact the entire region. The effects of climate change are only projected to get worse, which puts both us, our environment, and the flora and fauna that coexist with us at risk. That is why I continue to advocate for more action and assistance for small island developing states like ours on the world stage. We must also lead the way by adopting a cleaner, more environmentally friendly way of life.
All right, and of course, to see that story again, it's available now at ournews.bs. With that, we thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.